tell us, so like most professional musicians I talk to, they start kind of at like an early age. What's kind of been your growth, your evolution? Tell us maybe a little bit about those early days.
First band I got a guitar when I was, I think 10. First band I started was when I was 13. We were in a Blink-182 cover band, me and some neighborhood kids. And on my 14th birthday was the first show I ever played. And I was in bands, different bands, playing drums in a band, lead singing in a band, playing guitar in a band, all the way up to senior year in high school. But the problem was there was always like, one person in the band who had a drug problem, or one person in the band that had a girlfriend that wouldn't let him do anything, or there was always one person that was the downfall of it. And then, so I took a break. And, I met a girl, and we lived together, and that was the main focus. And then, the first day that Ed Sheeran premiered on, American radio, I remember, I'll never forget, I was a pool cleaner back then, and I heard this, on the radio with this new guy from London who's a live looper. That was the first time I ever heard the word live looper. And I listened to his song, The 18, and it was edgy lyrics. And I love edgy lyrics. That's things that make people go, whoa, what did he say? Like I love that. So I looked him up, and when I got home and I seen him do a performance of a song he does called You Need Me, I Don't Need You. And it was just him, but it sounded like a full band because of his looper. And I was like, that's what I want to do. That way I don't have that one person in the band that's the downfall. It's all up to me. And if I put it all on me, I know that I'll be able to, to do it. I have the discipline in order to do that. So my girlfriend at the time bought me a looper. And then I just went in my room, locked the door for 5 years, said no to all my friends, and just played until I got it down, And then once I got it down, I started playing shows, as a solo artist. And then I just never stopped. And now we're here. I've been doing solo for, I want to say 8 years, maybe 9 now. But every year it seems like to get more shows or more music released. It's always progressing somewhere. It's never what you think. As a musician, you always think, oh yeah, this next show is the one. This is what's going to make it, And then you do that show and you're right back where you started. So I don't feel like there's a destination with it. I just feel like it's all about the journey.
Yeah, man, I can imagine that's something kind of like, I'm a sales professional. And so you have to kind of have a thick skin long term to really make it. And I would imagine that's kind of a similar mindset that you have to have as a musician, probably even more so. Playing a large group one day and then maybe playing a smaller group another day, and then getting enough time to where you can get some consistency. How did you, your evolution into the looping, that was mainly, kind of a thing that you decided because you couldn't find consistent talent to build around you. Like when you saw that, you saw like an immediate, thing to where you can be 100% in control of your, artistic vision. And also I would imagine it's pretty, if you need to make a schedule on Saturday, versus like, say, managing 3 other people with you. I would say that you have a little bit more nimble, operation going on there.
Right. Yeah. When I it's easier to schedule rehearsal. A whole lot easier, so I can just move it. It's just me, it's not that I didn't want the input from other people for the musicality or for the artistic creativity, but I grew up in martial arts. My whole life I was in martial arts from the time I was 3 all the way up to 28 or even 30 actually, and that's what taught me the discipline. So I knew that if it was up to me, I'd be able to keep that discipline, to keep practicing by myself, to have that drive, because I knew I had it. I didn't have to search for other people who had the same drive as me. So it just made it kind of simpler. And then when I started doing it for so long, and then people came up to me and was like, hey man, you need a band. Everybody tells me that all the time. You need a band. You got to get a band behind you. You'll play these bigger shows. And I haven't had a band behind me in forever, and I'm still playing bigger shows. So it was almost like no, I don't need a band. Like, watch what I'm going to do. Now some shows, like you were saying, some shows are, 300, 400 people. And then some shows you're playing to 5, and you never know when it's going to be like that. And when it was first like that, I used to get disappointed. When I think, oh, this is going to be a huge show, and I'd get to the show and there'd be 5 people there, and it would affect my performance. It'd affect my mental. And then there was a turning point where it just switched, where it was like, it doesn't matter what the crowd looks like or how many people are there. The only thing that matters is that I perform the best that I can. So now, whether there's 300 people or whether there's 5 people, as long as I play good and I sing good, then I'm completely happy. And the feeling of playing a great show and getting off stage, there's an adrenaline rush when you get off stage. The feeling of that feeling, I haven't found anything that comes even close to that out of life. That's the top feeling that I've experienced.
I ain't sorry, no, if you get bothered with what I do. Cause I'm a one-man band and I'm just trying to make a difference. Are you listening to the lyrics that I'm spitting good? Tell me, can you feel me? And are we on the same page? Cause we all cooped up in the world these days. Everybody's scared to go outside, but you gotta go get your dreams. And don't be sorry, no, when they get bothered, cause they will, but they can't harm you, no. So it don't matter, shake the ladder.